Welcome back, guys. It's Carrie chiming in with the weekly tarot reading. This is going to be for the second week of August, so August 10th through the 17th. And today I'm using my brand new Radiant Tarot deck that I just did an unboxing review on in the previous video that I made, so you can refer to that if you'd love. Here, I'm using this deck for the very first time. I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle here before I begin and take some time to tune in. And so I'm tuning in now with the intention of gaining insights as to our collective journey in spiritual awakening, healing, empowerment. That's always the theme of my weekly tarot readings. We're tuning into the collective. And I always like to take some time just to intend that the information that comes through today is coming from only the highest sources of guidance possible, and that the information is clear, accurate, and in alignment with our highest joy. As I'm shuffling here, I'm seeing that the King of Pentacles reversed flipped out on its own as I open my eyes. If we're looking at this as a card that's influencing the whole on the collective, let me take a minute to tune in here. Resourcefulness, really tapping into our inner resourcefulness. We all have the ability to access all that we need in order to experience a life of abundance, of richness, not just financially, but holistically. Personal sense of reward, fulfillment, accomplishment, achievement that comes from really tuning in, connecting with, and accessing the gifts that we were born with, finding ways to express them out into the world. So in the reversal position, the King of Pentacles is about tapping into your resourcefulness so that you can share it with the world. So that's a theme happening with the collective. This is a carryover from the themes that have actually been happening for the past few months. I'm going to go ahead and just set this aside here. Okay. I'm going to give these a few more shuffles. I'm going to do the same reading the same spread that I did last week, the Cosmic Caravan spread, because it is a spread that is really good to use for issues having to do with forward movement. And so I do a little bit of I've got all these cards coming out here. Okay, so I guess we're going to start with these. Let's see what's here. I'm going to go ahead and flip them over here. Okay, so here's our first. I'll leave that one face down. And since they're flipping out, I think I'm just going to let the other cards come in that way as well today. Let's see what else wants to come through. We need 4 more cards altogether. I feel like this one's really calling to me, so I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one. I'm getting to pull from the top. And we need 2 more, so this one's coming out. And last one here. It feels like it's that one. All right, here we go. So these first 4 cards here represent sort of the wheel of life, the cycles and seasons of experiences in life. And so this is east, south, west, and north. And there's all kinds of different indications that are connected with these different directions. We're in the power sector now, as I talked about last week, we're in between, technically we're still in summer, which is the south direction heading towards fall. I'm going to go ahead and start in this sector. So we begin with the Knight of Pentacles. This really reminds me of, what the energy of summer is all about on the energy level. So I call summer the time of weeding the garden. Weeding the garden means that we're tending to the garden in the way that we're nurturing, feeding, supporting, the positive intentions that are connected with our ambitions. And the weeding of the garden comes in where we're weeding out any type of energy that is possibly contrary to what we're desiring or intending to achieve, experience, or accomplish. So when this Knight of Pentacles comes up, it is poised for action. It's poised to begin not only cultivating and manifesting what your intentions are, but to receive the return of your efforts. When I'm looking at this card, the thing that's jumping out at me today with this Knight of Pentacles is the fact that his hands are turned up and there's a pentacle that he's holding. This can be an offering. What am I offering forward into the world? And it's also, what am I receiving? So it's this circular flow of giving and receiving. In the higher octaves of the collective right now, in regard to our journeys forward in spiritual awakening, healing, and empowerment, how can you individually contribute to this flow of giving and receiving? Do you have an equal balance in your own life around the energy that you're contributing and the energy that you're allowing to receive back? This cyclical nature, this flow, is really connected to the true essence of manifestation and the true essence of abundance, giving and receiving. This also talks about clarity of purpose, clarity of direction, rising to the conscious awareness, which is what the golden sunlight is about in this card. And it's in the south direction, which speaks of our passions. It speaks of our spiritual enthusiasms, that which gives meaning and purpose. And so collectively right now, we're all feeling ready. As I said last week, this is like a continuation of this. We're all feeling ready to move forward. We're all feeling ready to get back on track with forward movement in the direction of our passions, our joys, our enthusiasms, in the ways that we are contributing or expressing elements of ourselves that feel connected to our inner life purpose, our inner sense of meaning. And then moving over into the direction of the West, we have the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is representative of the most esoteric aspect of the sacred feminine, the mysteries in life, sacred feminine wisdom teachings. It's about intuition, it's about dream time. It can be paying attention to your own personal cycles of senses and feelings that ebb and flow with the phases of the moon. Delving into your own inner mystery, delving into the deepest aspects of your intuition. And so as we talk about the collective energy here, this is a time where we all need to rely on our own inner wisdom right now, above and beyond all other things. What feels right and true for us? Stepping into your empowerment as a being that has access to your own inner guidance, aligning, attuning, strengthening your sense of connection with your own inner wisdom. And then we come up here to the Page of Swords. So this is clarity, illumination, clarity of awareness, inspiration to embark on a new journey. However, collectively, we're all still getting clear on what that journey is. We have the ambition, we have the inspiration. We're regaining that sense of inspiration. So it's in determining in which way you want to travel in the world. if you look at this page, he's looking over his right shoulder, which is connected to the world of form. The right is about the physical world of form and expression. And so this is ideas, awareness is coming to the forefront of the conscious mind around how we want to express in the world. When I'm looking at this as far as aspects of our being, mental, emotional, physical, spiritual. Physically speaking, with this Page of Swords, this can indicate that this week we're feeling light, we're feeling optimistic, our bodies are feeling alleviated from some of these past pressures that we've been experiencing. And we very likely will all collectively experience sort of a renewal of vitality and energy. Our emotions this week, or I should say our intuitions this week, are very connected to emotions, senses, and feelings. Pay attention to how your senses and your feelings and emotions are giving you intuitive information. Spiritually, how is my soul feeling compelled to express outwardly in the world of form? We already kind of touched upon that. And then this can be the mental component, the Four of Wands showing up in the direction of the East. This can speak of new beginnings in the realm of feelings of harmony, joy, celebration around community. It can be home, family, but it can also be extended family. As far as positive, supportive community, your soul tribe, your star tribe, reconnecting. So new beginnings around establishing connections that feel like positive, supportive community. And so as this relates to the mental energies, being that it is in the East, the mindset feels like we're choosing. We're choosing joy and moving forward. We're choosing to rise above the lower octave of all of the drama that's happening in the world and finding our way, imagining, intending our way towards a return to harmony. Okay, so the collective opportunity for alchemy that's rising within all of this. Ooh, the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles always activates, energizes, inspires expansive energy in regard to our physical health, how we're expressing ourselves in the world, how we feel about our fundamental stability and security in the world of form. It can also speak of actual finances. So on the 3D level, this is the time where we're all having opportunity to get a positive flow happening on the literal financial level, on the literal level in regard to our physical health and well-being. But if we're looking at the higher octave of the collective and what this means, it's like choosing to participate in the world in ways that are contributing to abundance, contributing to sort of a collective rising up that's happening, improving, collectively working towards improving our overall sense of being in abundance consciousness, which brings us all into alignment with the ability to create heaven on earth, so to speak, collectively and in our own individual ways. The sacred feminine. This is the sacred feminine position here. The Four of Pentacles reversed, letting go of lack-based motivations and actions. being in the energy of sharingness, being in the energy of trusting the flow of the universe. The thing I'm noticing about this card is that he's wearing a red robe, but there's a purple cloak over it. So the red is, more anchored to earth-based energies. It's root chakra, while the violet-colored cloak covering him is all about spirit. It's about the crown chakra. And so it's allowing your actions in the world, again, to be guided by spirit, the universe. Again, letting go of fear of loss, fear of lack, being in a space of flow, which is very connected to sacred feminine wisdom teachings. Being in the flow of trusting the universe, trusting that the universe is your source of sustenance and sustainability, and practicing being in that flow. I encourage all of us to practice that this week, and then take note of what are the results in the realm of letting go of lack consciousness, letting go of fear of loss, fear of lack, trusting the flow of abundance. Let me know in the comments how that goes for you. And then the sacred masculine here, the solar energies, which we have a very bright sunshiny card showing up here. This is around gathering your energies and moving forward. So 7s are indicators of self-directed change. So change that is happening is guided by you. It's in your hands. It's your choice. So it's around being aware of the reasons for your choices and being aware of the underlying intentions behind your actions. So this is, gathering up your energy, maybe using discernment around what you're sharing with people and what you're not sharing with people. And again, this is for the collective. So this is like we're all doing this in our own ways. Not that you're being maliciously secretive, but sometimes there's value in keeping your intentions to yourself in order to preserve the energy of what you're wanting to create. As this is showing up in the sacred masculine, it's, gathering your ideas in preparation for action, getting clear on what they are, but maybe preserving the energy of them until there can be more of a taking root that's happening. And then the cosmic energies that are supporting us. I think this came up last week in the reverse position. I'll have to take a peek. The 8 of Cups, this is about journeying forward. I know this came up in last week's reading, so it's interesting how themes appear. This is a lot about emotions, the sensing feeling aspect of ourselves, because it's cups. You can see there's literal water in this card, which is representative of emotions, of the subconscious mind. You can see the figure here is dressed in red and green. So the red is earth, it's a root chakra. Green is the heart chakra. It's also connected to things related to the planet Venus, beauty. So it's being on a journey in the physical world in search of that which feeds your soul, in search of that which is connected to the guidance that comes, back to here, the guidance that's coming from your intuition, which this week feels like it's going to be a lot about a heightened awareness of allowing your senses, your feelings, and emotions to communicate to you around what your deeper desires are and what you'd like to experience in the world, and being on a journey towards that. We're all doing this collectively right now, and so maybe have some self-reflection around how this pertains to you specifically. And then this last card is collectively what's driving us all forward, and the 2 of Wands. We have a theme of 2s happening in the way that the High Priestess is connected to the number 2, which is also related to the moon, and then the 2 of Wands is a stabilizing factor. It's an indicator that we all have a solid foundation that we've somehow created for ourselves, and we're being supported in growing and expanding and moving forward. So collectively, we're all doing that in our own unique ways. This is like the collective theme that's showing up this week. Let me know in the comments how this is showing up for you specifically. And then, of course, if any of you out there are interested in personal readings, then we can for sure arrange for that. All you have to do is check out my website and contact me to arrange for a session. All right, I will see you later this week for some sacred wisdom teachings. Blessings. Namaste.